Our mics is good to go. Yep, we are good. I just gotta check Facebook just to make sure everything is good there. But yep, we are up and rolling. Cause then you can even check there if you want to watch here to even see if you can see that. Your eyes are probably better than mine.
No, my eyes are bad.
Not bad. You gotta help out, son. You gotta be to help out. If you can see that. Can you see that now?
A little bit, yeah.
A little bit.
Yeah.
Okay. I just gotta make sure you're heard when you're talking through. Oh yeah, you sound very clear. Okay, that's good. So let's check Facebook, and actually I need to check Facebook on one of these other phones. I just want to see it live on here just to make sure it's working properly. Where am I at? I should be on here live somewhere. Not people. It should be me. Where is me? There we go. Okay. So now we have it. All right, we good. I'm kind of blocking you a little bit, but probably when we get started, I won't be blocking you. That's okay.
It's okay.
All right. Okay, that is live. There's supposed to be something I was supposed to be doing. I gotta fix it. Oh, the Facebook. So I'm about to share this to you now, so you can have it. What's up? Okay, so let me know when you get this, and then you should be to share it to everyone, so we can have it locked in here. I think it's more on my page. Simba, I hear your feet clacking. You better chill on them toes. Let me turn that down because the mics is definitely gonna pick that up. So I think we are clear. So get everything situated, all taken care of. Okay, sent that to you. So then, if anybody want to see it on Facebook or YouTube, they just gotta type in the clothing name. So you should be set on that. I think I was paused. I'll put this right back where it was at. Okay, so now we're good. So now I can get all this stuff started. What it do? What it do? It is your boy Future Motives, and now we have a new podcast setting that I want to introduce everybody to. We have Elevate EP, which is the very first episode that I'm gonna have with a very special guest who does really good smoothies. I'm gonna tell you right now, these are not smoothies, juices, juices. And if I could drink them every day, I'm telling you I would. And we have Mary here with us, and I'm gonna have her just share a little bit on the juices. Let her introduce herself. Simba is sitting right next to her, guarding her. So this is gonna be cool. I'm gonna let you go ahead and share with people and let them hear about the juices and how it got started.
Okay. Hi, everyone. My name is Mary, and I make 100% cold pressed raw juices, and I deliver for the Akron, Canton, Cleveland market. I pretty much just got started about a year and a half ago, and a friend of mine wanted me to teach her how to juice. So I did, and she said I should sell them. So I started on Instagram, and it kind of took off. And here I am today, starting to hire people because I'm too busy to deliver them to all the areas and all over Akron, Canton, and Cleveland to the gyms and fitness places. I do a lot of pop-ups and events, and pretty much every weekend. And what you do is you go on my website, shakerjuices.com. You place an order. I juice on Monday nights. I juice at a place called Akron Food Works.
Okay.
And then I juice and bottle there, and then I deliver the next day.
That's amazing. I hear that grind that she got. That's amazing. That's like that's almost like the motivation people need to hear usually, which would be like really good. And it's gonna get a little deeper too, because I got some questions for her that I want to ask. We're gonna dabble in that, but everything she talks about with her business is like she's pushing herself and also pushing others because she wants to keep everybody with that healthy, that inside sight, that sight of mind to just keep your body and everything on the path it needs to be. I'm trying to tell you, this lady, how fit she is, y'all. I'm trying to tell y'all, this is motivation for anybody watching. I'm trying to tell you, it's crazy. I'm gonna be this fit one day. But no, yeah. So do you still have those questions that I sent you to?
Yeah,
I gotta
do.
check. I was gonna check myself, but everything else is up. I gotta check. Oh no, y'all giving taps. Y'all giving likes and taps over here. I'm looking at too many screens. Too many screens. I gotta get used to this. So y'all tuning in on this podcast, right? I'm just making sure you over here. What did you say? Simba's face. Ask her what she thinks about ginger shots.
Oh, I love them. I think they're so good for you. It helps with inflammation. It helps with your stomach issues. They're phenomenal for you.
Mm.
I actually sell them.
Oh, did you hear that? I hope you heard that.
And I actually just made a new one just for, I customized one just recently today and last week. Cherry, turmeric, ginger, and lemon.
Oh my god.
Because and it's tart cherries because that's really good for inflammation.
Oh, she said, what's her brand again? How can we tap in? So I'll let you share that.
So you just go to www.shakerjuices.com and my website, and it has all of my juices on there. But if you wanted a customized juice, you would just have to reach out to the customer care part of it and email me, and then I would definitely do a customized juice for you.
Did you hear that, Christy? She's giving you the diamonds, and she makes them.
Yeah, there's 8 juices on the menu, and they all vary. They all are detox cleanse juices, but each one has a different benefit for them. So depending on what you like, some people don't like celery, so they're not going to get the celery one, which is my least favorite, of course. But my favorite one is like the beet juice, and beets are really good for your heart. It's really good for a pre-workout.
Mm-hmm.
So it's beets, apples, lemons, and carrots. He's snorting. But yeah, there's various ones on the menu, but if you wanted a customized one, I can definitely do that too.
She said, I love beets. Look, I'm all for these juices, smoothies, everything. I'm all for it. Ginger shocks. I think my very first ginger shot, I think I had my brother, and it was, I didn't know how to take it at first.
Did it have cayenne in it?
It might have, but when I first took it, I was usually I'm like, yeah, I don't care. Let's take it, throw it back. 'Cause I did tart cherry juice. I did all the other stuff, so I could take ginger shot. But when I actually took it and it burned my throat.
Burned your throat.
I was like, that was that feeling I never had. So I was
Yeah.
like, oh nah, I can't do that again. I was like, that's terrible. Not again. Not again. But yeah, that was good.
So good for you.
If I could every day, I would.
Right.
Just how much I know it benefits to just your skin, your body, and then your metabolism, everything.
Mm-hmm.
Every day, I would take a ginger shot every day. Christy, that's my challenge. I know you like to make them at home too, but now you have a website. If you need her to say it again, or I can put it up, I can share it with you. Actually, yeah, I know the website, so I can share it with you. I can share it with all of you, everyone. What do we have here? Oh, my brother's actually watching. He put your website up on there for it. So.
Oh, that's awesome. Thanks.
So I actually have a mediator. I didn't even know was the whole topic. So we can get straight to these questions now. I can at least ask you one of them. I can't even remember one of them I had up. Would you like to check for me again? If that's all right.
So one of them is, I'll just go with the number 2 that you sent me.
Okay.
What child gets better treatment?
Mm-hmm.
Firstborn, middle, or last? I have 3 kids. So my oldest is a boy, and then I have twin girls. So
The oldest is getting the best treatment, I'm guessing.
so in the beginning, it's like, yeah, my son got the best treatment. But like now that they're a little bit older, it depends on how they treat me. So, and it's kind of funny that you put that question out there because over the summer when all three kids were home, my one daughter Peyton, who technically would be the last child because she was born a minute after the other twin, so she's technically the youngest.
Okay.
She asked me, she goes, "Am I your favorite this summer?" And I'm like, "Yeah, you are because you've been the nicest to me."
Oh my gosh.
Because usually the twins say that my son is usually the favorite because he usually kind of is.
I knew it's the old. I'm the baby, so I don't know. My mom don't. I don't know if she shows it, but maybe my brother might. He was the favorite. I already knew that. And then I think it might have been around 4th grade, 5th grade. I'm guessing. I don't know. Maybe he'd probably know the answer to that better than I would. I felt like it was like evil. I'm not evil, equal. Like it was like head butting around somewhere in there.
I mean, I try to treat them all equally. I just think it just depends on the day, you know, and especially when who's the nicest to you, especially when they're a little older.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's hilarious. If I had I just know me being a baby. At first, I thought it was me until I realized what more he got to do as a younger than when I was younger, because he got to do karate. He got to do all this stuff. But when I wanted to try these things, it was not happening. Zero chances. Not getting the stuff I really wanted. I was like, okay.
I think it changes though. Like, you know, each kid it changes. So
it might change. I think I just have to think about it a little bit more on how I feel with that topic, especially just seeing all the opportunities the big brother got to do, then the little brother tried to do these things.
I think it's because like they're the first, so you let them do it, and then you're like, oh my god, it was such a waste. Like, it was a waste of money. That was a waste, you know. Like,
Wait, yeah, I don't know.
I just think it just changes. But I mean, with all three of my kids, I let them try everything, you know. And then,
I think it was the first time. No, actually, it sucks to suck because I was forced to do a lot of stuff that I didn't want to do. I got forced to play football. I didn't like football. Everybody know that I didn't like football. I would rather play basketball. But a lot of friends know that I still like basketball more than I like football. I think that's like almost a trauma thing. I would assume. I gotta see and check what's going on here really quick. It's a lot of. I thank you so much for the likes. I love that. I appreciate that so much. Are you sharing? Are you sharing this? I wish I could have had my own like instrumental. I can't even talk inside of everything else because I don't want that to be loud. Because I don't know what that's gonna do, if it's gonna flag anything as far as like being live on stuff. I got actually this right here is the ideas of all of the questions and stuff and topics I came up with. But I'm only gonna have like a few, and I can save these because there's so much more I can write. And I didn't even finish my introduction on how I wanted to. I apologize to everybody. So the podcast, so y'all know, is Elevate EP, which is experience perspectives, is what y'all gonna have. So every time you see it, I'm gonna say, welcome to another episode of Elevate Podcast. We need to move. I figured that's why I was trying to find you earlier. We can take an intermission really quick. Yeah. Okay. So I'll be right back, y'all. So now, yeah, we'll get back because this is what you wanted. So let me move my arm so you can see Simba. I'll just get out the camera.
Okay.
So now we have, where is it at? What I thought I wrote the other ones down.
I have them.
Unless you're gonna bark and talk into the mic, you better stop it. Let's see what else we got here.
So the other one was, if we got rid of all the unhealthy food but kept everything healthy with the same prices, would it make a difference?
I feel like that's more like an open topic to everybody. Did y'all hear that? I'm pretty sure y'all heard that. Everybody had to hear that.
I mean, if we got rid of all the unhealthy food, I mean, yeah, everybody would be healthy.
You
Make a
think?
difference?
You think so?
Absolutely.
I had a. What do you want to? Not a. You don't consider that a debunk or whatever, but the word I'm trying to look for is, I don't know if it'll make it better or worse, because if people already can't afford food and the price is still the same, I think we have more people starving than we would them being healthy.
But they have to eat.
Yeah, but they're probably
they
we have
get
more people
starved?
die. I think we have more people die
You don't
and
think
starve.
people would eat the healthy food?
Now, if it's the same price, it's still expensive.
Healthy food is expensive.
Yeah, that's what I
Yeah.
was thinking. I was like, if it's all healthy food is expensive. So I was figuring, I was like, in that case, more people would die and starve than they would actually be healthy. Because all
You'd
the
have to
cheap.
make that choice.
Yeah, that's what I thought. I was
Yeah.
like, that's why that type of question. I was like, that question can go in so many different ways, because people could eat healthy, but then if that's the only choice and they can't afford it, then what they're gonna do?
You would think, yeah.
That's what I was like. See, my brain. I just thought about that. I'm not sure. That's what I was like, I wonder what she would think about that.
I try to eat more healthy than anything, but I do eat junk.
Yeah.
I do love junk food.
Okay.
It's not very often.
Yeah.
It's like I'll have cheat days.
But would you consider that being a
I crave it.
yeah.
I mean, I just know that
Mm-hmm.
it's not good for me, and I'm going to feel like crap the next day if I don't eat healthy. So I function better when I eat healthier. And if I eat like potato chips and dip and then chocolate and
Okay.
which I do indulge in, but I wake up feeling sluggish and my workout's horrible. And
Oh yeah. That's why I was trying to see. Not to cut you off, but that's why I was trying to figure out, from you eating that and then it being a choice, is it because it's cheaper too that you want that junk food?
not that it's cheaper. I mean, I want it because I crave it.
Yeah, you crave it.
I crave
Okay.
it. I mean, I think everybody craves it. I just know that 80% of what you eat is what basically how your body's going to look.
Mhm.
I mean, it's not just working out, but it's 80% of what you eat is how you're gonna.
Yeah. How's your body? Yeah.
Yeah.
That make.
I mean, I can work out every single day, 5 hours a day, but if I eat like crap, my body's not gonna. It's not gonna show.
It makes sense. Yeah, especially with the high intent, especially when people that really want results. And then they like really desire those results, and then if you eat bad, and they're like, "What's taking so long?"
Right.
Well, you know it's taking long. It's your diet.
Yeah.
That makes a lot of sense. Yeah, I just thought that question could be used. It's funny, the desire of just junk food, and I think that since I stayed away from a lot of sweets, only because it thanks to my teeth, that I get sensitive when I eat sweet things, so I don't desire it as much. So I went a long time without eating a lot of candy, and then I like slowly started eating it again. And as soon as my teeth start hurting, I'm just like, no, I don't want it again. I don't want it. I don't want it anymore. So I was like, oh, I hate that. But I know what you mean.
Yeah.
And I think it was growing up always eating hot Cheetos, always eating. It was a lot of junk food, and then that's what happened when those cavities came in. But I had to learn them cavities made me not want sweets. I don't eat sweets as much. I think when I was in college, I was eating more or less sweets than I was right after I graduated.
Just probably eating ramen noodles.
Ramen noodles, Chipotle.
Chipotle is good though.
Yeah,
I don't consider that like a bad, unhealthy. Like, I mean, you can make it healthy.
Yeah, if vegan bowls or less certain
moderation. I think portions, moderation of what you eat though too.
Mm-hmm. Would it be eliminating the sour cream, the sour cream, the cheese, so the dairies? That would be tough or something. I don't know who can do that. I just started getting hip to this vinaigrette thing, and I don't do it. I think I might have had vinaigrette maybe 3 times. And then people are probably like, I don't go to Chipotle without vinaigrette. If they don't have vinaigrette, I'll leave. And I'm like, is it really that good? Is vinaigrette really that good, that one? I mean, you might be one of them. I don't know.
No, I usually get like a rice bowl with chicken.
Okay.
You know, just really plain kind of.
Okay, just rice and chicken?
No, and I mean, I'll get a little bit of guac on it, and then that corn salsa.
Yeah.
I like that.
The mild corn salsa. Okay. Oh, that never goes wrong because it got a flavor. That's what gives you the flavor.
Yeah, definitely.
Oh my goodness. Let me see what other let me check and make sure I didn't miss anything. So she seems like a healthy person, but I want to know what her cheat day guilty pleasure meal would be.
Any big time hamburger, like I mean Swenson's.
Oh man.
With a milkshake. And then my ultimate is like French fries. Like I could eat. That's like my biggest downfall is French fries with tons of salt and ketchup. But if you give me a big hamburger, French fries, and a milkshake, yeah, that's definitely a cheat day.
That's your cheat day.
Yeah, and then some candy afterwards. And
oh man, I got some Starburst. I don't know. No, I don't want to force that. I was like, I'm being a bad influence. Bad. Let me not do that. Dang. Now it depends on the fries. Doesn't matter what fries you go.
Oh, I like all kinds of fries.
So McDonald's, Burger King, all their fries.
All the fries. The only ones I don't like, honestly, are Arby's curly fries. I don't like curly fries. I don't know what it is.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. I'm right with
I
you.
just don't like
okay.
curly fries.
I can do crinkle. I'll do the crinkle.
I'll do crinkle, the fat fries, anything.
Okay. I'm not the only one, so now y'all can't hate me.
I don't like the curly fries. I don't know what it is. I don't know if it's because they're curly.
Yeah.
I just don't think they taste right.
Oh my goodness. See, I'm good. See, I knew it. I'm not the only one here. Milkshakes are my biggest cheat day thing. Oh my gosh. I love curly fries. Uh-oh.
Yeah.
Uh-oh. See, now we got a problem. Yeah. You got to be crinkle or steakhouse fries.
Oh,
like, yes, those are the best.
McDonald's fries are good though.
But then, you got McDonald's fries and then they get cold in like 10 seconds.
True.
And then you don't even want them anymore. It's like you have to eat them as soon as you get your bag.
As long as they're hot.
Yeah. But if they're not, it's going to be terrible. Oh my gosh, it's going to be terrible. Don't laugh. You're eating the curly fries. We don't want curly fries.
No. No curly fries.
Oh my gosh. Yeah, let me pull up some. I kept forgetting some of these. Because I know that was a good one, though. That was a real good one. Christy, that was a great question. Really good question. Because I wasn't thinking about cheat days. I'm still working on trying
pizza.
To have. Oh man.
A really good pizza.
Now, what if that's like a
good Luigi's in Akron?
What if is that like a main dinner though?
That's a cheat. Like if you're eating like 4 to 5 pieces of pizza, like totally loaded with like
like Supreme or something.
Yeah, I mean
peppers, the sausage, pepperoni,
everything. Yeah, and then some of them have like those the cheese in the crust.
Yeah.
Like, and then you're dipping it with the garlic butter.
Mm-hmm.
Definitely.
Oh yeah, that's okay. I don't even go that far with pizza, but y'all got it. Y'all definitely got it. I just need sausage, pepperoni, maybe dip a ranch, maybe or something. But all that, I can't do a Supreme pizza. When they got the olives and all that stuff on it, I'm just like, oh, now I gotta ask this question about pineapples on your pizza.
Love.
Oh my gosh.
Definitely.
Oh, is it the sweet and
I don't
the
know. Well, I love
marinara?
pineapple, so I mean,
Okay.
you can put pineapple on anything and I'll eat it.
I can do pineapples, but I can't do it on pizza.
But if you put it on the pizza with how they make the chicken, they put chicken on it, like
Mhm.
that Hawaiian pizza or whatever. They
Oh
call it.
yeah.
Yeah, absolutely.
You can do that one. They said hate. LOL.
Hate.
Yes, Sybil said hate. You hate that pineapple pizza, right? I hope I got people on my side. Somewhere in here, I just hope that it's like it works out because I cannot. Oh, I cannot do it. I cannot. Oh, I was supposed to go back and check. We gotta check the Facebook and make sure. I think I'm gonna have to refresh it. Oh, we have comments in here. I need to click on it. That's what I was supposed to do. Ginger shots. Y'all making me hungry.
I know I'm getting hungry though too. I can't make it a cheat day though. I already ate.
I mean,
Man, unless I hit a Swenson's on the way home, but
I haven't had Swiss. Actually, you know a place I have not ate in like a long time? Chick-fil-A. I probably haven't had Chick-fil-A in like almost a year.
So would you pick Chick-fil-A over Cane's? Have you had Cane's?
Yeah. Ooh.
That's it.
I mean, they're two different. I'll take Chick-fil-A over Cane's.
Okay.
I think Cane's got a low quality of their food's just not really the quality. I think it's just I think more or less they have the sauce, what gives them their sauce for the toast, their sauce for the chicken tenders. I don't think it's really a thing. Yeah, I don't like pineapple on my pizza. Christy, I want to know more about her brand. How did she get started? How long has she been doing it?
So when I first started, I was doing it for my home. And I knew that I had to go legal because you can't juice from your home because the Department of Agriculture, because it's not pasteurized juice. I don't heat it up and then cool it down and bottle it. It's completely 100% raw. So I was doing it for my home just to see if I could get started and see if people wanted it. And when I was putting it on Instagram, I actually started printing labels from my printer. Those were my labels. Yeah.
Okay.
And I was ordering my bottles through Amazon.
Okay.
So, and then I was juicing at home and I stuck it on Instagram, and people from where I live, they were buying it.
Mm.
So I would deliver it, and then they would spread the word and they would put it on their story, and then it just kind of spiraled. It just went crazy.
Mm-hmm.
And I work out at a few different places, and the instructors would then put it on their story, and then it just took off. And
Wow.
and then that's when I realized I had to call the Department of Agriculture and say, okay, what do I need to do? Because like, I know I can't juice from home.
Yeah.
And they told me I had to either get a storefront, get into a place. Well, I didn't want a storefront because I have 3 kids and I knew I was going to be busy.
Yeah.
So I Googled to rent a kitchen, and there was a kitchen here in Akron called Akron Food Works. And I called them up, took a tour, and I said, okay, this is what I'm going to do. But I had to have all these certifications. I had to take all these tests. I had to do everything. But it was worth it. I mean, it took a couple months, but I had to get an LLC.
Yeah.
I had to get insurance. And then once I signed the papers, it was a go. And then I just start, buying all my bottles and everything through a wholesaler then.
Okay.
Because Amazon was a little bit more expensive. But the name Shaker came from my dad. My dad's name was Shaker, and he passed away like 5 years ago. So I felt that Shaker was a perfect name to go with the juices, because you actually have to shake the juices before you drink them. And so I named the juices Shaker Juices. And it's kind of funny though, because a lot of people think I'm from Shaker Heights, and I'm not. So every time I'm at an event or if I'm talking to someone, they're like, oh, are you from Shaker Heights? And I'm like, no, that was my dad's name. But on the side of the bottle, I put a picture of my father and the memory of and his name, so people understood that I named it after my father.
I do remember you saying that. Which is that's great. That's like you have that's like that drive like I was talking about, and that you're able to like push it because you have like you have a reason and a mission for it.
Right. I mean, and I want people to be healthy. I started it in my home about 2021, maybe a little bit after, like I can't remember what month. And then to go through the process when I was getting my LLC, that was in like January of 2022. And then I had my LLC in February of 22, and then the kitchen at the end of February. So that's when I got legal. So it took me a couple of months to get legal. But February 22 is when I actually launched.
February 22. Okay.
Actually, February 22nd, 2022.
That's oh my gosh. I don't even know. It's like it's interesting just to hear all that. Is that your full-time job now?
It is. I only wanted it to be a part-time job. And then since it took off, I'm pretty much working almost every day.
Yeah.
I think this week I had one day off. And that was it. And that was yesterday.
In a way, I kind of would like that too, that lifestyle, just for my clothing or just for, even with this, I would do this every day because how much I've invested my energy and time into it, and I actually like this. So yeah, I'm with that 100%. She said very inspiring. Christy said, what did she do before you did juicing?
I was a marketing manager for a tech company. So I used to work downtown Cleveland for a tech company. I was in the technology field.
Wow. Did you hear that? I know you can hear loud and clear. So I'm just making sure you're able to hear everything that's going on while I'm over here trying to navigate.
I just got into this because, I work out a lot. I'm around a lot of people. And I just wanted to stay healthy. My dad passed from a heart attack. So, he wasn't the healthiest person.
Okay.
He ate junk all the time. But I just wanted to make sure that I was healthy and just wanted to live a healthy lifestyle. The juicy just kind of came with it. I never thought it would take off the way it did. And I love how people feel when after, they drink my juice and they're like, hey, oh my God, that was so good. And
did it take off like here locally, or was it
locally?
No,
it was crazy. It kind of booms first in Cleveland, like in Shaker Heights and Beechwood, because I work out in that area.
Yeah.
And then, but I brought my business to Akron because I'm from Akron. I grew up here. So I wanted to make sure that Akron got my business.
Okay. This is great. I told you this was great. This is going so smooth. She said, what a leap of faith. That's what she said. Christy said a leap of faith. Simba, we're asking questions. Your face is... I knew you wanted to be on TV. I understand. I already knew you wanted to be on TV. You have any more interesting questions you would like to ask her, Christy? Just checking. Or Sybil, anything you want to know? Anybody got any more questions they would like to ask? Before I get into another segment topic that I had just to ask her. Just checking. Anybody? Did I only you chimed in for a minute? I see what you're doing over there. Oh, you might have disappeared. I don't know where you went. But nope. As I'm gonna continue, let's see. It is one question. I think I usually gonna ask this question to really everyone. I don't know how I even lost that page, but. Really, I don't even know how to go into this topic. It's just more or less how you go about it. It's gonna be different for everybody, but it's just like it's just parenting. Yeah. Is it
hard?
Yeah.
Yeah. Honestly, my kids, I've got a 21-year-old and twin girls that are 19. I say it's easier when they're younger than it is now because I say bigger kids, bigger problems. I think when when I remember when my kids were younger, and I'd be like, oh, like driving them back and forth, and I'm like, oh my gosh, you know. And then going to practice, like my son played baseball, and my girls were playing lacrosse, and I'm like, oh my gosh, like I'm going back and forth, or I'm going to the store. It was just like nonstop.
Mm.
Now it's like it's bigger problems, you know.
They're older,
They're
more
older,
things.
you know, like you don't understand when kids have like depression or emotional issues, you know, until they're a little bit older too, you know. I mean, that's when they realize when they have those issues. You know, boyfriend problems, girlfriend problems.
Okay,
you know,
yeah.
When my son, his first girlfriend broke up with him.
That heartbreak.
The heartbreak, and
yeah.
how to parent him and how to console him, you know. Or if he did something wrong in school, you know.
Oh,
I think it's harder now.
Okay.
Especially with the world the way it is today, it's crazy.
I believe it. Sometimes I have jokes about it with like friends and stuff, but like we had joke about like some parenting stuff we think we would do if we had a kid, but it's just like,
oh, it's different. I'm telling you. I remember I used to say, my kids I'm not gonna let them drink or do anything. My son, when his senior year, I'd say, okay, your friends can come here. Give me the keys.
Yeah.
No one's allowed to leave.
Yeah.
Like, but I used to say, I was that mom that would say, oh no, not my house, not my house.
What changed? It just like
it was just because I knew they were going to do it.
Mm-hmm.
So why wouldn't I let them do it at my home? So that I knew it was under, you know, like, but be responsible, you know, and no one was allowed to drive, you know. So yeah, it changes.
That's crazy. You're reaching for me. It's almost interesting because I think I experienced some stuff like that. Just me being in high school, and now I'm just like, I'm thinking back on it. I'm like, well, yeah, you got everybody's keys, but then that my house don't drink. I always think I was like, I feel like if you force it, but if you're always like, what's the word? I'm like not cornering, but like trapping them into like restricting them from a lot, that they're gonna just do it secretly then because they're so like,
That's what I
sheltered.
did.
Oh, like the shelter.
Yeah.
Okay.
So my parents were really strict.
Okay.
And so I snuck out. I drank. I did everything that they told me I wasn't supposed to do.
Okay.
And I think that's why I am the way I was with my children. It's like, I'm not going to be that mom.
That's interesting. Is that me? I'm not sure if that's me. I'm just checking to see. Oh no, that wasn't me. I was just checking to make sure. That is wow. The strict. I think the fact that my mom had two boys, she wasn't really as strict on us, but she was more or less than. I think maybe when we got a little bit older, she was like, "You're gonna be a man soon," type of thing. So you have to learn as a man, and it was more of like, go out and experience stuff on your own type of thing. And I was like, okay.
I think boys are easier to raise than girls.
I don't know. I Kenny,
so.
your daughter, you're in here. Christy's in here, so you hear this. So I know for a fact you can chime in on this because he has a beautiful daughter. So he definitely can chime in on this. He would know better than I would. So I don't know. I mean, I guess I agree with that. I don't know how it is with having a daughter. What happened? I feel like would it change? Well, being a mother, I don't know. I guess I'll have to ask from a father's perspective. How does he feel when he has his daughter? Like, is he more like a protective? Is he more like
I think fathers are more protective. I know my dad was more protective with me. I had two brothers.
Okay.
So I was the only girl. So he was very protective. Like, so they went away to college and I wasn't allowed to go away. He said, pick Kent or Akron. So I had to commute. So both of my brothers, one of them went to Ohio State, the other one went to Mount Union. They were allowed to go away. And for me, I wasn't.
You wasn't.
Yeah.
What?
So I think fathers are more protective.
What? I can't leave? What? Christy said it's like kids are so much smarter today than we were.
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely. Yeah. They are. Well, think about it though. They have everything, you know?
Yeah, all this technology and stuff, and it's like they're communicating. Okay, so have you restricted, like when your kids were a little younger, were they getting devices as far as like When was the first phone given?
The first phone was given in middle school,
In middle
just
school.
because they were so active in sports and
Mm,
I was running around everywhere, so that they were able to text me.
okay. Okay. I mean, that makes sense. That makes a lot of sense. I think I had a phone in middle school. But I think it was like it's back when they had Obama phones and stuff. Like I had one of those. It was like minute phones or something like that. It was something. It was like some type of Obama phones they was like having out. But I had it, but I knew after a certain time I was able to call and get free minutes and all that stuff.
Yeah.
It's a funny thing to think about now, but I don't know. It's hilarious. It's so hilarious. I gotta like fix this a little bit. Now I can go back to the question. So it was you and your two brothers. Who was most liked? Who was the most getting spoiled the most out of you three? Was it you getting spoiled the most when you're?
I got the most spoiled from my father.
Okay.
My mom favored my older brother.
Favorite older brother.
Mm-hmm.
When was you able to notice? When did you start noticing it?
Oh, I noticed it like when I was a teenager. I mean, it was obvious. He was the firstborn, so he was spoiled. I was the middle child,
Okay.
and then I have younger brothers. But my dad always spoiled me. 'Cause I was the only girl.
So the baby brother was getting the worst out of it.
Absolutely.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow. I guess it must have been like just an era of time where people was like the middle child gets the worst or don't get noticed.
I don't know. I think the middle child has the hardest.
The hardest.
It's always the hardest for the middle child. I don't know. About that.
I don't know. That's interesting. Let's see. Oh, just checking to see. Yeah, this is wow. I have to actually see how long this has actually been so I can like see the time. If it shows the time, I don't think it shows the time. I'm looking at the wrong device anyway. Yeah, sorry about this. I'm just trying to check. Oh, this is really good. Oh, it's only been 47 minutes. Wow. For some reason I thought it was like probably like an hour in, but that stuff it makes me think about like kids and stuff. And it's also harder for just the generation to have kids, because even when I see some kids, like when I'm around kids and I'm like, could I do this? It's always a question in my head. I was like, could I be a father? I'm like,
I think it's hard. It's going to be harder now because with all the technology and the social media, and I think it's harder now because I didn't have social media. We didn't have it.
Yeah.
We didn't have like cell phones.
I think that more of like the distraction.
I think it's a distraction, but I also think it's, like we used to look at magazines and, go, oh, we want to be like that. But like now it's like you go to social media and people are, what they post and these girls and or boys, just what they have, what they don't have, or who's skinny, who's not,
Yeah.
I think it's harder to grow up in this day
I
and
know what
age.
you mean. It's they need gratification on.
Absolutely.
Like, no, you don't. You really don't. You can be yourself. Being yourself is 100% better than trying to be somebody else. It's almost like that confidence boost. Like, forget them. Like, you are a lot better off being yourself than you are having to worry about trying to pretend to be somebody else. Because then that means you're being fake to yourself.
Right.
Yeah. That's, oh, man.
But I do think social media is good though for businesses.
Yeah.
I mean, because it helped mine.
Okay.
So
blow up. Did you hear that? That's how she blew up.
I blew up on Instagram.
On
just
Instagram.
because I would post all the time,
and
that's how I.
wow.
Not just me posting, but everyone else though too.
Sharing and
Yeah.
that that's what I'm saying. That effort of actually like having people share and actually put your stuff out there. That's what I like really was waiting on. I was like, I can't wait till like I already know I have a good core group of people who need to share, but I was like, it's just the fact that sometimes it seems like a laziness thing, but it's like you see it, but like, are you actually pushing it? It's like you see me put I even give you the link to just share it, and it's like it's just one click away to share it, but it's like it don't even cost you anything. So I don't know if that's
the persistent.
Yeah, it's like, and sometimes you post and share some stuff. They're like, I didn't even see it. I'm like, but you look at the stuff every day,
right?
It's like is it our attention now that's like in a way of the distractions, everything's like our attention is getting smaller, so like now we think we see stuff but we don't actually see it.
They see it.
Yeah, I was like, you gotta see. That's why I made the Snapchat post that I did, and it's pretty much basically saying I was like, y'all all see my stories all the time. Y'all always see me promote my clothing, this and that, and I was like, I'm gonna go live for my podcast from first episode, so tune into it, all this stuff, and I was like, if you're not, then that's when I posted a TikTok video. But the TikTok video is like kind of not bashing at the person, but like more like y'all need to get on it, like get your asses up, like just click because I know you're watching, but they'll see it. Chrissy said, "We out here." That is hilarious. Christy, you're a real one for real. You and Kenny, y'all the real ones. Y'all here, y'all tuned in. I need a better chair. I shouldn't have threw that game chair away, but I tried to improvise with this. But as long as my back's not hurting, I'll make it work. Right? Simple. I'll make it work. Let's see how you're really in the camera. Like, you're in the camera. Love you too. I love y'all, man. That's the what was the last thing we talked about? I don't remember exactly what I had mentioned or said. I think was it about the parenting? Oh, it was about parenting. Yeah.
I think it's hard. It is.
I'm trying to remember back at. I guess if would it be easier to give advice to someone who isn't a parent, or would it be easier to like discuss about things with other parents?
I don't think it's easy to give advice to someone who's
a parent, another parent.
Yeah, because they could take
bias.
They could take it personally, or
okay, not able. Some people probably aren't able to have that discussion about like what they can do, or that's interesting. So at Joy Park, I can let y'all know. So one of my guys, Malvin, it's this kid who always comes in, but he always wearing these bigger shoes that don't fit his feet, or sometimes he come in not with shoes on, just bare feet. So we're just like, he's like, I'm gonna buy him some shoes, and I was like, he's probably gonna need. I was like, so the little kid told him what size he wore. He said he has shoes, but every time we see him, he don't have shoes on. He bought him shoes, and it's like randomly we haven't seen him. We haven't seen him like a week or two, but then he said he was gonna wait a couple weeks before he just take it back and get his receipt. And he thought about it. He just told me today. He said that he don't know if he wants to actually give him the shoes, so he decided to return them because he don't know how the parent's gonna feel because he hasn't talked to them yet about it. Instead of just giving them shoes, he said he don't want them to be offended because he was like, I got your son's shoes because they don't see him with shoes on. And that made me think about it. I was like, dang, as much as you want to help somebody out,
you just don't know how the parents.
Yeah, you don't know how their parent. You don't know if they're gonna take it back or.
Right.
It's insane. Oh, Christy got another good question for you. I want to know how she handled other kids being mean to her kids.
That's a tough one. Honestly, it depended on who the parent was, if I liked them or not.
Really?
Yeah. I know that's sad to say, but like if it was a parent that I liked and their kid was mean, I would let it go sometimes, most of the time, just because, kids are mean, But if it was a kid that was mean and I didn't really care for the parent, I'd let the parent have it.
Oh, man.
That's just me, though. I mean, I know it's probably bad, but that's what I did. I mean.
Okay. I mean, I just wanted to know more about it. I didn't know. And it's like just tolerance. It's like a tolerance of a certain person. It's like, I don't know how I feel about you usually half the time. And then they kind of rub you the wrong way. Then that's when you just let them have it.
Yeah, I mean, there's certain parents that just let their kids be assholes.
Okay. Oh, I okay.
Right?
I know that. I know that error. Okay.
Yeah. I mean, of course, you're friends with the people you're friends with. You know that you're friends with them for a reason because they either parent like you or you like, you've got similarities with them.
Yeah.
So when their kids did something shitty to my kids, like I'd let it go because I know that wasn't from them.
Yeah.
That's not how they were raised or taught.
Right.
But if it was a kid that was being shitty and their parent was an asshole, I knew it was because their parent was an asshole. So then I let their parent have it. but that's just me though. If a kid's giving my kid a hard time and the parent was being an asshole, I'm gonna let them know.
I mean, that's about as real as you can get. I don't know. I don't know what else you can really say about that. Did you get that? Did you hear that one, Christy? That's actually so true. Very good perspective.
Well, it's true. I mean, think about like who you're hanging out with, like, and their kids. You know, like you're hanging around like people that are like you. You know, I don't want to hang around toxic people and then have shitty kids.
Yeah, I get that.
I mean, but then there are people that you have friends, and some things. You know, their kid could have some issues. You know, I would never say anything. You know, like of course I'd keep my mouth shut because obviously they're
Yeah, so more support. I'm supporting you because I know what's going
absolutely.
on. Yeah, I get that. Dang, those are similar experiences, even though not me actually having kids, but I see it. So I can see like what's going on between either parents or like somebody that they know that's something going on with their kids. But I was like, more, I guess from my perspective, I'm seen as a young guy to be the role model if I can, type of thing. So that's where it'll be for me. Dang, I don't even know how I can't even indulge in the parenting topic, which is still funny because I can. It's funny for me. I don't know. I don't see. It's funny how I can get into that topic, but it was more for you. But I managed to still dabble my way into the topic. Christy, you. It's enough. You're having great questions, all right?
She does have really good questions.
Yeah, really good questions. Wow, so what am I, chopped ham? I don't even know.
What's that?
That's what one of the Facebook comments that we're having. What am I, chopped ham? It must have been something we was talking about. I don't even remember what we were talking about within that 4 minutes ago. I'm sorry. I don't know what it would have been about. She said she's sharing fire information. I appreciate her for being open.
Oh, thank you.
So I was like, oh, see, I knew this was. I knew either way how the podcast was gonna go. It was gonna open the light up somewhere. Yeah, and bring out some information. Because even if it's people about business, or it can be stuff about friends just shooting shit, or just talking about stuff. It can either be comedy for some people, or it can be therapeutic for some people. So I was like, I mean, I don't mind it. I'm not afraid of all these cameras and phones being up on me. That's why I'm trying to act.
Yeah, this isn't my thing. I'm not like the person that like get on, podcasts or anything. This is my very first podcast.
Oh God! Well, I'm gonna give you a clap because this is their very first podcast, and actually, it's mine too. Is it second? This is my second. But this is me actually hosting and running it. So I didn't know how.
It's impressive though, everything that you have going on.
A lot of thought, and I was like watching a lot of other people through just their YouTubes and like TikTok videos of like people, and I was like, every time I look at a video, I'm like, why did me and my friends not do that already?
Right.
And I see it all the time. I was like, we could have been did that. And I say it every time I see a video, somebody who just blew up or who finally peaked on their YouTube or from doing like a podcast or talk show. I'm like, oh, I could have been did that. We talk about so many goofy things that we could have just, but some people don't have that, I guess, that innovative like thoughts I be getting sometimes. And I feel like I was like, oh, I know I can make this happen. I just got to do it now.
Well, you've got good energy and good personality for this. Definitely.
I appreciate that. I do whatever I can to make this work, and I'm like, I will push it. I will definitely push it. Oh, she said both of you smile so I can screenshot a picture of you. I was like, I mean, I can. I don't know how you want me to smile. I can smile like this. Is this good? I hope that's good. Was that good? Let's see if she got it. I want to make sure and check and see. Perfect. Okay. Got it. I hope. All right. Is this going to get us famous or like, I mean, I know you probably won't be famous, but I just want the revenue.
You famous.
Yeah. I just want the revenue to come in place. I'll send to you after. Okay, you are famous. I'm trying to get there. I'm gonna be I don't know what famous I'll be. Would I be just like Facebook famous? I'm not sure which one that would be. What else was we talking about? It was, I think it was another question. It was like one more question. I'm pretty sure it was like one more question. Yeah. Because I was gonna try to go into like three, and then just bounce off of those. I gotta get her a Future Motives hat, right? That's what I. She has hats, but she doesn't have
I
Future
love
Motives
hats.
hat.
I don't have one of those. I'll purchase one off you. So the one question: if one partner has more money than the other partner, what are you in it for?
That's the question. That is, yeah.
That's a good question.
And if you need to adjust this or move it,
yeah.
you can.
I mean, when I first got married, I never looked at who made more money and what I was in it for. I was in it for love.
Mm-hmm.
I was in it for a family. I was in it for to be equal.
Mm-hmm.
Actually, when we first got married, we were pretty much equal. Like we were making money.
Okay.
And then he took off and made more. I got pregnant. And
yeah. Kind of like a Holt type of thing. Yeah.
I never resented that or anything, but my job, I was in it to take care of my children and to raise them the best I could, while he made the money. If it was the other way around, I would hope the same, that they would stay at home, the husband would stay at home and take care of the kids and cook and clean while I made the money.
Yeah,
so I would never, like, I want it to be equal, like either or.
Okay, I was gonna say hopefully they can cook because you stay at home,
right?
It's like you got to make sure that everybody can cook, because if you can't cook, good thing I guess it's easy for having boys, but my brother taught me more how to cook, so I like now when I cook I improvise everything that I cook, but it's never
That's
bad.
good. That's
it's
good.
never bad. If I'm cooking something, oh, you better damn know it's about to taste good, and you're like, if you haven't tried it before, try it. I was like, you can't hate it. The only thing you might hate is because I like spicy. It might be a little spicy, but I can mild it out. But yeah, sorry to cut you off. I had to say that.
You didn't cut me off. No, you're fine.
Oh, she said she needs an FM hat ASAP. I got her. I think lucky there's 2 hats left. I actually have 2 hats left, so that'll actually be perfect. And they're both tie dye, I believe.
I'll wear it.
Yeah, they're both tie dye. So what was that last part you were saying?
The partner.
Yeah.
You were saying something about cooking.
Oh, because you're talking about like if they are stay home, like at least they can cook and take care of the kids.
I have a lot of friends that my girlfriends are the breadwinner, and their husbands. I mean, they have like maybe a little job, like not as important as hers.
Okay.
But they're the ones who are taking care of the kids and taking care of the home and cleaning and whatever, and it works. But I think being a woman today, I mean, we're just as equal. We're actually doing a lot more.
Yeah, a lot more. There was I think there was something. I don't know if it came up as like a more manly thing, or I guess it just depends on the discussion topic. It would be a lot of those jobs that like men were doing like early on, like back when more women stayed home. If society kind of went back towards that way, would women still want to take all those man roles, like those factories, those type of like what type of jobs was it? I think it was like those dangerous jobs where they were like on top of the buildings.
I wouldn't do that.
Yeah, it's
no way. I'm afraid of heights. But like when I went in the tech field, I was one of the only women in the technology. Like there was barely any of us. And I think that's why I was successful. It's because I'm going to make sure that I beat all of these guys in sales.
Like
that was I'm like, okay, that's my goal. Like I'm going to be number one in this industry.
That's what's
and I'm like, that's what I'm going to do.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So that was that motivation you saw those
men. Yeah, I'm like, it's all male driven in technology. And that's what I did. I'm like, okay, that was my goal, to make sure that like I was in sales, that my number was, I was going to be number one.
That's, oh man, that is amazing. Let's say girl power. That's what Christy.
Absolutely. Girl power.
Man.
Like that Beyonce song, "Girls Run the World."
Yeah, we run the world. Yeah, I know exactly which one you're talking about because I heard it so many times, all over the place. I heard it so many times. Um, what, yeah, if I can, I want to find that video because the guy was just asking a question about I guess about like things being more equal and like women trying to have more equal rights as far as like men and stuff go. I got more like the younger generation. It's like you don't really see them really caring too much about it being equal. It's like they don't matter. It's like, yeah, it can be equal, but it's not a problem for us. But it's like, I don't know if it's like the older, like I don't know what it is about like the older guy, like the 70-year-olds. Is like it's, anybody in their 60s and 70s, they still make it seem like I guess depending on the person, make it seem like the man is always supposed to do certain things, which I understand. Like, yeah, I would want to, I guess in my mind where I grew up, I would always want to make sure I provide, I guess.
Right.
I guess I can't get out of that, but like some people
I think
don't.
that's the way it's been. Like,
Yeah.
you know, like the perception is that men are supposed to take care of the woman,
Mhm.
you know, and they're supposed to have, you know, like this great job, you know, not, they're supposed to make more and provide and everything.
Yeah.
I mean, so let's turn it around. Like, so if I were to ask you, you're not married, like, would you care if like you got married and your wife made more money than you? Like, would that bother you as a male?
I don't think it would bother me. I think I just still would want to do something though.
Right.
I don't think I would want to be. It's actually funny. I think about that often. I don't want to just be doing something or not doing nothing at all if I'm just trying to take care of a family or being like if I'm taking care of the house, I was like, I better be doing some type of arts and crafts or something to still be able to, because my mind, I'm too like hyper and creative. So I was like, if I'm not doing nothing, I'm gonna lose my mind, not doing nothing at all. So yeah, I don't think I would have a problem with a woman making more than me.
Okay.
Yeah, I wouldn't have that problem at all. I just got to know that it's like, I always have that. If that's the case, I'm gonna still make sure I bring what I can to the table.
Right.
Yeah. I guess I give that congratulating to my mom for that thought. Because even then, I still feel like it would be clashing because I would want to provide for the family. So I don't know if that's just the man in me or what it is, but I'm not sure. I'm not too sure. Oh, I thought somebody said something. Yeah, this is great. Yeah, I mean, I can be asked many questions for as far as the money, as far as like.
But as a woman though, like I want to be able to make sure that I could provide for myself, like and that I could take care of myself, and you know, I don't want. I mean, I want a man to help me, but I don't want it to control me.
Yeah, I see what you're saying. That's where it comes to the line, because he's like, all right, you're not married, you're single, so what's the issue? I was like, because I still want to be able to provide for myself. So I was like, if I can't provide for myself, I know for damn sure I'm not going to be able to provide for a whole nother person.
Right.
So I'm like, that's not going to do anything but put more stress on me and then throw the other person off. And it was like, but it depends on what are they here for.
Right.
So are they here just for shits and giggles, or are you actually here to like because you like me a lot? What is the real thing to it? I'm not too sure, but yeah, that's what I usually think about it. Let me check. Oh, dang, this only an hour. We didn't talk about so much, and it's only an hour. What we talked about more than 3 segments. I think we talked about six or seven. About 6 or 7 things. I'm surprised. That's it. Did you get another dog?
No, we had 2 dogs. My one dog we had to put down because she had cancer.
Okay.
She was 12 and a half. So yeah.
Okay, yeah, because I was trying to make sure. I was like, you said another dog, so I had to think about it. I was like, another dog. I was like, what dog was there? I was like, okay. I couldn't remember. I just had throwing
I
puppies.
love dogs, though. Like, I'm
I-
taking Simba home with me.
Take him. I tell everybody. Everybody
He's
knows.
coming home with me.
I tell everybody, like, look, take Simba. Do what you want. Take him.
But I think he wants to come home with me. Like every time I come here, he's just like, "Hey."
He's happy. This dude is happy to see anybody but me.
On the mailman.
And the mail. Yeah, for some reason, the mailman. I don't know what it is.
And he was afraid to even give you the mail.
Yeah, but I think I don't know what it is, but I don't know why he acts like that. The one time, one of my buddies actually saw from middle school was delivering mail. And I saw him and I was like, yo, what's up? And he was like, what's up? And I was like, yeah. I was like, Simba acts weird sometimes. He was like, I'm not worried. Simba wasn't barking. He wasn't growling. All he did was sniff him. And we just walked past after he said what's up and chopped it up a little bit. And I'm like, what a weirdo. What a little weirdo musclehead. I was like, but if you chain him up to the house, or I think it must just be something about the house, or maybe his past trauma. Because he was abused when I rescued him. So I was like, I don't know if a mailman lookalike might have been involved, like what he might remember. I have no idea. I don't know. Yeah, if there's more questions, Sybil, Christy, anybody, if y'all have questions, go ahead, chime in some more, because I know y'all been giving off great questions. That's probably why we've been having so many different topics thrown in here. I gotta check Facebook too, because I see chopped ham.
Yeah.
I don't want nobody to feel like chopped ham. Ginger shots all day, Kenny. You feel me? Ginger shots all day. Oh, Keith Dyke in here. Let me see what we got here. Oh, we got a shared video. I appreciate that. Yeah, if y'all can share. So just to remind everybody, I'm live on Facebook, I'm live on YouTube, Twitch, and I'm live on TikTok. So any of these platforms, if y'all can share to y'all friends right now, let them know where they can find me and watch this video. You will be to find this. I'm going to have a playlist of all my podcast episodes on YouTube, just so you know too. So if you ever want to go back and look at it or share it to people, it will be on YouTube. So y'all can find all of this stuff. I just see so many different things popping up on here and like sharing it. I'm not too sure. Let's see if I have any of the stuff we can bring in here. Because those are great topics. Because I talked about parenting. Topics can always get spicy, get crazy. It's a lot. Well, we kind of dibbled and dabbled about health and wellness. I feel like I need to encourage friends more. I think especially since you're around, like how you're saying, like we're always around people that we're like or like similar to.
Absolutely.
And it's like I promoted a lot of gym stuff, and I'll always tell like my friends, like I'll do a poll, did you go to the gym today, or are you feeling lazy, like this and that, and I'll get somebody like just being lazy, or I'll get some like I don't know if I can do it. It's like you can do it, just go with somebody that you know you like and like to go with or like hang out with. I think it will make a difference. I'll work out every day if I could. I think that might be the routine of college, being forced to lift every day for football. And like now that I just want to work out all the time, but then when I wake up, I'm like I can't work out because I got to go still apply for jobs, and I don't know if that's like because the adulting stuff, but I'm like I just want to go to the gym and I just want to go play basketball. I just want to go take Simba to the dog park, even run or something. I'm like, I can't even do that. I can't do this either. I was like, wow. But then I think about it, I was like, I'm making a smoothie.
Right.
And then
I was going to bring you a juice, but I didn't have any.
Who took the last juices?
I had to, I didn't make enough. The ones I made, I had to deliver, so.
Power to this woman. I'm gonna let y'all know she makes these all herself. Well, she does have help, but majority of these shakes and smoothies and juices she's making by herself. The ginger shots. I have to try your ginger shot. I have to try that. Yeah, I have to try it. I gotta run Love you guys. This has been great. Have a great night. Well, thank you, Christy. You are amazing, and I hope you have a great night. Tell everybody that every Thursday I will have a podcast episode, or it could be Wednesday, depending on the person's schedule. My goal is to have it every Thursday. Could be sooner, but I'll make sure I promote it. So that'll really pretty much be it. I'm trying to think back on the health and wellness stuff we was talking about. Yeah, I really try to encourage some friends, but I think it's more unless they can get out that like lazy habit of like not want to go to the gym or not want to have it. It's like, and I try to encourage, like I would go in that kitchen and like how you do, I would go in that kitchen and start blending up smoothies with all this fruit and all this wheatgrass and stuff. And I'd be like, anybody want some? And I'll just make it for the house. I'll just make it for everybody in the house, or I'll make it for anybody. Sometimes I'll bring them if I could. And I was like,
that's what I did. I would take my juices to the gym.
Mm-hmm.
The trainers and to the people, and they're like, "Oh my god, these are so good!" And that's when my friend was like, "Teach me how to make this," you know. And then she's like, "That's what you should sell these." So I mean, like, you need to encourage it.
Yeah.
Keep taking them to your friends. You know, maybe you'll get into like selling wheatgrass shots.
Oh my gosh! If I had to turn it, I'm selling wheatgrass shots. I'm like, I can't believe that.
That's what I know. People have asked me to do that, but I don't want to because I'd have to grow the wheatgrass.
Funny story. I actually planted spearmint plants.
Oh, did you?
Yep, in the front yard. I took some from my hairstylist's yard because she said they were overgrowing. So I was like, let me get those. I grabbed those, planted them. I was digging holes and stuff in the front yard, and I was like, I'm gonna plant them. And then I'm gonna see if I can actually maintain them. Because I had a spider plant somewhere in this house and it disappeared. It was in a pot, so I don't know. I was like, I had it on the porch. Did someone take my plant? Did a cat knock it over? I haven't seen it in probably like 5 months. I was like, I had a spider plant and it disappeared.
I'm not good with plants.
I'm trying to have a green thumb. I'm trying to dabble into everything. Every single thing. See, that's what I'm gonna do. And I don't know, do people usually use spearmint for any type of drink wise?
Mint?
Yeah.
So
mint.
I have a juice that has mint, so it's the pineapple apple mint.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, mints. I mean, you can use mint with watermelon,
Okay.
You can use it in anything. Your banana, like if you made a banana smoothie, you could put mint in it. It would be good. Mint's really good for you because it's really it settles your stomach if you have stomach issues.
I hope y'all hearing that. We gotta mark that. I gotta make sure remember that and gonna thumbnail that time. That'd have been like 117. I'm gonna remember that. 117. Cause I didn't know that about mint. I thought mint might have been like good for something random, but I didn't know
it's good for your stomach. Yeah, if you have an upset stomach.
Yeah, it's like or eat the mint. So what if you just eat it?
Yeah, eat it.
Oh, just eat it and it'd be good.
Excuse me. Yeah, just eat it.
Wow, that's great. Do you need water?
No, I'm good.
Okay, I was about to get a drink of, and maybe if I can get a sponsor of anything, anybody who knows Arizona company, if you can sponsor them, I would drink these in a heartbeat. Even though I will drink my water, but this is better right now. Yeah, so all this is pretty much set, and me and my brother did all this. And I still got to give a shout out to my homeboy, Vic, who really believed and invested. That's why I have this, which is all set in stone. So it's like all good to go. Because at first I didn't know how I was going to go about having a guest mic, how I want to do it. And he was like, yo, I want to do this. And I was like, all right.
It's impressive. It looks good.
I was like, man, I can't believe this. And just imagine, you're the very first.
I know.
You're the first guest in the first episode.
I know, and I'm like, oh my god, what did I sign up for? I'm not one to talk to,
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
But I made sure it's comfortable setting.
No, it is comfortable. I'm just that person, to I'm not a good public speaker, so yeah.
I think what made it better is though, once I was able to at least have you talk about your business, I think it probably made it more easier. Mm-hmm. So I was like, I think I kind of know it. I don't think I was too great at kind of public speaking in high school and college, but over the time of other stuff, it was easy.
Yeah,
So I'm like able to. I think in front of crowds, I can talk.
I can't.
Yeah,
Like, like it's different. Like when I do like events and stuff, I mean, it's different because I'm like, oh, this is my company, these are my juices, whatever. But like, if you put me in front of like a whole bunch of business people, I'm gonna shut down.
Really,
Yeah.
just like an instant.
It's always been that way.
Is that like that? Is it more like what is it like the doubt of like, dang, they might think something's off? Or
I think it's a little bit of everything.
Everything.
Yeah.
Now these juices are blowing up, and you're gonna have to be.
Maybe I'll just hire someone. Hey, can you be my spokesperson?
It's like I just need a spokesperson. She's like, oh yeah, she doesn't talk. She doesn't need to. She just talks one-on-one. She doesn't. Yeah, she doesn't go on stage. I mean, are there people like that? I know people usually people that are successful usually speak at something.
I don't know.
You're gonna be on a TED Talk.
Huh?
You're gonna be on a TED Talk. I guarantee.
TED Talk.
Yeah.
Okay.
And they're gonna talk about it's gonna be the juices, how it works for the body. Then it's gonna start going into anatomy. It's gonna be like you probably don't want to do none of that.
No, I don't.
No interest at all. No interest. Oh my goodness. I'm actually surprised. I'm at 10K likes. I never thought
awesome.
I never didn't. I don't even know what to say because I didn't think I was gonna get that. Wow. Wow, look at my face all close in the light. Look crazy. Let me see if I can find that other. It's somewhere in here. Oh, we're still. So that's still good.
How long do you like? What's your time limit?
I was just thinking. I really was only going for 2 hours. I wasn't going for
okay.
because I don't know. Because it just depended on time. Because like 8 o'clock was really late, kind of to start. But I didn't want to start right when people was getting off work. Because I don't know if they was going to try. I was waiting till they relaxed a little bit. So that's what I was really trying to go for. And the fact that leaving that part time at like that time is like I don't want to leave right at 8 and then get there. At least I got to leave at like 7:50. I hear your feet. Everybody hears your feet.
It's like tap dancing.
Simba. As he looks at me, he side eyes me because I told him I said couch, but he wanted to go to his bed. But I don't know. He did pin this. Okay, that's good. I didn't realize. So now people will see this, and that'll be through.
Yeah, they can even go to my Instagram. I have that on my bio.
Oh, for your Instagram.
Yeah,
Okay.
So they can order from my Instagram as well.
Okay. Tell me. I think I can type it in here.
At Shaker Juices.
Wait a minute. Invited to go live. Oh, okay. I see what's happening. Never mind. TikTok's asking me to invite someone to go live. I was like, no, we don't want to invite anyone to go live with us. That's a whole different like segment type thing. It'd be if I wasn't doing a podcast and then maybe I was like shooting the shit up, I would do it, but that's not the case right there. This is actually I really didn't know how it was gonna go. I didn't know which direction the podcast was gonna go. I wasn't too sure. I was like, I think me watching social media and like people they'll have a podcast and then you see people just like start arguing. Like, what are y'all arguing about? What can you possibly be arguing about? Then they disagree about something and it's like you hear people taking their headphones off like, oh my gosh, you're the worst. I can't talk to you. Like, huh? I'm like, but are they? I'm like, in my mind, I'm like, since some of them people are like industry people, are they acting that
right
as their clips or
just trying to get the attention?
Yeah, are they doing that just to really get attention, or do people really like not get along like that? Like that's the hard part. Is like you don't know what's real or what's not because if it's like if a podcast is clipped it, then which part are you actually being real on? Sure. So I don't know. I mean, really, it did. I guess it can go how long it ever needs to go. It's really on who wants to see what and what else we have to talk about.
I want to know what the chopped ham was.
I think that was my cousin, I
That's
believe.
funny.
I don't know what we were talking about.
Oh, you probably didn't respond to her.
Oh, probably because I laughed at the message. I'm sorry, Angel. I'm sorry. I mean, I already apologized earlier. They're probably not even watching. You could at least shared the video. You could at least shared the live. That's all I ask. Just share. If you share, you're doing your job. I'm about to tell these people on Snapchat too about themselves.
So where are you getting the likes at?
So likes are coming from TikTok, and viewers are coming from. I'll be able to see all the viewers through here, but this is Twitch. So I got 2 people from Twitch watching, and then I have actually nobody's in. They were. It was like 6 or 7 somewhere in there, but it's cool. They're gonna build up, and it was like 1 from there, 1 or 2 from there.
6 or 7 from where?
From TikTok.
TikTok.
Yeah, it was like 6 or 7 people from there, 2 from Twitch, 1 or 2 from Facebook, and then from.
So how do you get all the likes then?
Oh, they just tap the screen. They were just tapping and giving me likes.
Oh, just so many people.
Yeah.
The same person can do that many times.
I think same person can, but if there's multiple people in there, they can just keep doing that.
Mm-hmm.
And I think I can do it myself, which I think is like they say it's like an algorithm thing. Could be wrong, but I don't know. They say like somebody. So it's like if I keep tapping and bringing in, I'll be able to bring in viewers or something like that. But I don't know if that actually helps with the algorithm, whatever they talk about. But I'm not sure though. Let's keep seeing. It'll show and let me know people joined, but I'm not too sure. Oh, here's the live right here. I just want to see. So like all this stuff right here. So when I go to my playlist, so all my streaming right now, I have 52 videos of just the streaming. And then there's going to be another one that'll just be like podcasts. So that's how people will be able to find me. And actually, I need to, oh no, that's still right. These are promo videos I was trying to make. And these are people I used in college to help me. I use my own college classmates to like help me do a whole clothing thing. We was in a warehouse. We were somewhere. It was interesting how I actually got to pull that all together. Didn't think I was going to be able to, but I always find a way. No matter what little scraps I pull together, I always find a way to do something or get it figured out every single time. Someone joined through an invite or, it shared. I'm not even sure how that go. Yeah, was there anything else you wanted to mention or share or that you could think about?
I think I'm good.
Good. It's like I do not want to talk in front of people anymore.
Yeah, I think I'm good.
That's funny. Yeah, this was fun. I was like,
It was fun. I got my fear out, you know.
Got the jitters. It was
Yeah,
more the jitters you had.
Yeah.
I said, shoot, the next time you put on a podcast, maybe I'll be in like a bigger setting, maybe different setup.
Yeah.
Who knows?
You made it easy for me. So.
Yeah, that's what I want. I was like, especially for me too. I was like, I got to make it easy for myself too.
Mm-hmm.
I was like, I don't want to bring somebody in here. Then they're uncomfortable. They can't answer the question because they're not comfortable, and it's just like, well, that's not gonna be smooth. That's just gonna throw it off every time. But yeah, I'm glad. Good. I'm definitely glad. I guess I can find up in here. The smooth hour and 30. That's pretty smooth. Usually when you watch podcasts too, sometimes podcasts go to about. What is that? Yo, do you know this dude named Sandy? I don't know who that is. I don't know who that is actually. Ooh. I feel like I can't type. own platform and I can't type. Maybe I have to do it from here. This is weird. I was just about to do an outro and then I asked a question. Oh, because I'm not speaking close to the mic. I was just typing to you because I don't know who you're talking about. What do you mean? Just to see what he's talking about really quick beforehand. Anybody else is still 10K? Wow, I can't believe that. Oh, I was also supposed to send this to people too. So it's gonna be too late, but it's fine. It doesn't really matter. People could have chimed into this. I could have had all these people in. So another guy who I did my first podcast with I forgot his name. It was pretty much like he was just talking about my business and talking about some mental health stuff I was doing. I need to do another podcast with him. Actually, him and his partner, both of them, and then have them like either here or I'll go to them and try to set some stuff. I think it'll be really good if it's 3 of us. I think it'll be a really good time. I'm not even sure what we'll talk about, but definitely need it. I'm not sure who that is, but yeah, that's pretty much it. What do we got? What do we got going on for the rest of the week and the weekend? Anything?
Actually, it's probably the only
Juices?
weekend I don't have anything.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay.
I was trying to. There's a fitness expo at Hall of Fame,
Okay.
and some of the guys were trying to get me into it that I've done events for,
Mm-hmm.
and they were already booked with vendors, so but it would have been a good one.
At the Hall of Fame?
Mm-hmm. It's a fitness expo, so this is my only weekend that I'm not working, but I'm booked for the rest of the month.
I was trying to figure out if I knew. Well, I know some people that work there because when I worked the USFL football stuff, they were interns though, so I don't know if they initially got the positions or. I mean, I have a few connections, but I think I'll have to go there and show face, then try to reach out to them on social media.
It's okay. It's kind of too late for me because
Oh yeah.
I'd have to make a lot. And,
Oh, you're not.
yeah.
It's like, well,
I'm
in
good.
a short time.
I'm good. Yeah.
In a short time frame. Okay. Now I guess the real thing is I can kind of put them on the spot. It's like I need to get a couple people to message me back.
Mm-hmm.
I gotta get Chris. You gotta message me back, man. I just got a couple of words for you. We just gotta chop it up so I can see how we can pick each other's brains and get some ideas tossed around to elevate some things. Oh, Elevate EP. That worked out. That was actually pretty good. I didn't think about that. Yeah, that worked out really well. Wow. But okay, we're gonna end it. I think that was pretty good. We're gonna end that here. I thank Mary for coming on the very first episode podcast, Elevate EP. And
Thanks for having me.
oh, of course. This was an icebreaker and fun for both of us. So I guess we're gonna see what happens on this next one. But this was really good. This was fun. Everybody was comfortable, relaxed. We got some good questions out there. Nothing on the thin line, like where it's like thin line stuff. So it's like it was perfect.
That's to come later.
Yeah, that's when it's like
maybe the 5th episode.
The 5th episode. I think the thin line is actually going to come on the next one.
Yeah.
Because my friend, I can't say the guest. I won't say the guest yet, but she is ready for thin line stuff, and I was like, it's just going to make it fun.
Yeah,
it's going to make it fun.
In.
So, you're going to laugh at everything. I already know. I'm going to share it to her so she can see it, but yeah, I hope y'all enjoy it. But it is your boy Future Motives, and we